Isaiah chapter 58 talks about true and false fasting, that is, true form of worship. Israelites were called to be God's people. Law was given to them through Moses to live as a just and peaceful community. People more so, the hypocritic religious leaders, took the law by its letter, not by the spirit. That means they concentrated on rituals and religious expressions. Accordingly, sacrifices and fasts became customary and perfunctory. Our portion today begins by people asking God why He is not listening and responding to their worship. God's reply to the prophet, which is subject of discussion, is a bit harsh. God tells His people He is not happy the way they do their worships and fasting. A worship or a prayer without the intent of not doing what God wants them to do is hollow and hypocritic. In our passage, God says, if we are not compassionate with poor and vulnerable people, our prayers and fasting will become meaningless. God cited the examples of loose the bondages, sharing our bread with the hungry, providing shelter to the mankind, and clothing the naked. In other words, without a compassionate attitude in life, our worship becomes unacceptable to God. Prophet Amos was even more emphatic with his contempt for hollow worshippers. Take away from me the noise of your songs, melody of your harps, I will not listen, but let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an overflowing stream. Friends, this is the Lenten season. Most of us are engaged in ourselves with fastings and scriptural studies. The invocation of the prophet are loud and clear. We must be keepers and observers of God's commands. Let us prepare ourselves for a compassionate way of life. Let our thoughts and actions be directed towards these living words of the prophet.